Yeah, and dude, you know what's the toughest part about working in the media team for that? So I cannot eat sweets. So I swear I have like a whole box of Kaju Katli at home. It's just waiting for me there. And I'm just like, I want you, but I can't. Yeah. I mean, it's all for the best, though. It's okay. But yeah, do you think he's done? I hope he's done. Do you think he's done? I have no idea. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so,
Hey guys, what's happening?
we're live. We're live.
You're already live?
Yeah, we're already live.
You guys have hijacked
We
my
have
life.
hijacked your life.
Alright, hey everyone, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And I heard something about Kaju Katli. We'll discuss that today. Kaju Katli. You see, I have one of the youngest students on the planet, very talented, but they are eating all of this. And I thought today, let me share it with you guys that what can we do this Diwali? So walk with me slowly. And probably the first thing after finishing in the media thing would be I want to have a detox drink. Now for me, my detox drink right now live at 12:30 here in Bangalore, India would be my favorite, which is the pomegranate juice. There's a reason why I have the pomegranate juice. So let's get it from my pantry. Come on, closer. Let me show you what I have. So this here is my pomegranate juice that comes in at around 12 o'clock every day. Now people will say don't have a juice. I really don't have time to eat pomegranates in front of you in a live, and so you would be a busy executive too wherever you are in the world. So basically in this what I want you to do is have the seeds ground up. So if you can see here in the bottom, those are the seeds over there. Alright? I can show it up to you in the light. Can you see that? The seeds at the bottom. Now the seeds contain something known as beta-sitosterol, which behave like drainix inside your arteries. And this Diwali, you're going to eat a lot of sugar, a lot of oily foods, a lot of fried foods and all. In addition to this, for this Diwali, what you could do is you could do a detox drink. Now my favorite detox drink is either warm or cold water, add a squeeze of lemon to it, and you want to take, if you can tolerate, quarter teaspoon of dalchini, which is cinnamon. It's known to lower the blood sugar levels. There was also a research paper that cinnamon, dalchini, reduced body fat percentage by up to 4% in 3 months. I know Diwali is just around the corner, but you could start with this detox solution because the cinnamon also lowers the blood sugar level. So in addition to that, you want to add a squeeze of freshly ground squeezed ginger, sorry. But why I said freshly ground ginger is because if you're lazy like me, I just take ginger powder and put quarter teaspoon inside that detox solution, stir it up, and I do it in warm water, and I do about 100 ml and I take it in the morning. There's another thing you can do this Diwali for your health and continue it for the rest of the new financial new year that comes in. Do amla, freshly squeezed amla, 2 amlas, or if you're lazy like me, again, amla powder. Why? Research has shown amla reduces LDL cholesterol by up to 30 basis points. The pharma industry does not want you to know that amla is a cholesterol reducing food. In addition to this, white bean, baked beans, navy beans reduce cholesterol. Why am I talking to you about this is cinnamon in my detox solution helps maintain blood sugar levels. Second, the amla can help control cholesterol. Now, there's one more thing that you need to also know, that a great blood test will help you stop cheating and fooling yourself. For example, this Diwali, if you eat 1 Kaju Katli and 1 Motichur Laddu, I want you to guess how many minutes of walking is that equal to. So please comment below 1 Motichur Laddu and 1 Kaju Katli if you're checking in from anywhere in the Indian subcontinent, and if you have an Indian bloodline lineage inside of you, you will know what a Motichur Laddu is and you will know what is a Kaju Katli. So basically, comment below how many minutes of walking to burn 1 Kaju Katli and 1 Motichur Laddu. Is anyone commenting so far? How many minutes of walking? Oh yeah, somebody's saying 22 minutes. Nah. Somebody's saying 33 minutes. Nah. Close. 45 minutes, quite close. 1 hour of walking. We specifically on our team chose a benchmark for you to do 1 hour of exercise every day. 1 Motichur Laddu and 1 Kaju Katli is equivalent to 1 hour of walking. Now, figure that out as you put that sweet box into you. Another thing is, I've received a lot of gift hampers. I want to help you curate a healthier gift hamper. Follow me. Let's do this. So over here we have what I think could be a healthy curated gift hamper. Now we get a lot of sweets, we get a lot of namkeens, and these are, I think they're called khatarnak gifts. They are very tasty. They cause you to leave this world in terms of any sanity of health. So these are things that are tempting you to get to the next level. So what I do is ask people to replace your sweets with things like dry fruits. So some of my favorite are pumpkin seeds. So you can see it's really my favorite, right? So this was Kaju Katli. I'd already eat 5 of them. Here's the problem. When you receive it, you will eat it. So are you gifting diabetes, or are you really gifting somebody true wealth? And true wealth actually comes from health. That's so good. So I would gift myself pumpkin seeds, almonds instead of, champakali. This is walnuts. Now I know you're going to sound boring, but when we see this video 20 years later, all of you will say, Ryan Bhai ne sahi kaha. Ryan Bhai ne bola, walnuts khane ka. Or not the chocolate coated walnuts, okay? Chocolate coated walnuts means more sugar. Guys, we are already eating too much. Did you know that the sugar industry released statistics? In the month of Diwali, sugar's consumption in India has gone up by 32%. If sugar goes up, your waistline goes up. If sugar goes up, your diabetes goes up. And you may think, Are yaar, Ryan bhai, only Diwali na, only 5 days. Really? 5 days? What about the Zomato? What about the Swiggy? What about the Instamart that you're able to e-commerce immediately when you are hungry, when you are hangry, when you're tired at work, right? That Golgappa, that Rasmalai, that Rasgulla, all of the things that you have, and not to mention the tea and coffee all of you youngsters keep ordering. And then you add 5 teaspoons of sugar to that because you need the energy spike. So all of this combined together, if it's unhealthy, is building your fixed deposit, FD. It's also in my book called the fat deposit. So by the way, walnuts can help in deeper sleep. So having 2 or 3 walnuts, again you can overeat walnuts, you can overeat pumpkin seeds. So always I'll give you a secret, okay? If you can keep all the dry fruits in the palm of your hand, that's all you need to eat for 4 hours. Don't eat more than that. If it is 2 handfuls, you're overeating the dry fruits that nature has given for us to eat. Yes, it's very easy to overeat any dry fruits. One of my favorite gifts is to give away Earl Grey tea. I couldn't find my other tea. There's one more tea which helps in fat burning. I forgot the name of it. What was the other one? Japanese tea. Not matcha. Damn. Does anyone remember it out there? My team is also smiling. They're not remembering it. It's a black tea. There was a study done in Japan. And in the study in Japan, they found that when the women drank that tea, they had a higher metabolic rate and therefore a little bit more fat burning.
Is it ginseng?
It's not ginseng tea. It's not matcha tea. It's not Earl Grey, though Earl Grey is my favorite and I gift everyone Earl Grey. Oolong tea.
Yeah,
Yes.
somebody has commented.
Commented, or whoever commented, who was that person?
Modern hippie.
Huh?
Modern hippie.
Modern hippie. Modern hippie, you are really the hippie. Oolong tea, actually the Japanese burning tea. Shabash beta, wherever you are in the world. Oolong tea. Ladies and gentlemen, gift people oolong tea. And now don't add milk and tea, don't add milk and sugar to it. Because we did a research and 2 cups of milk tea and with sugar causes a 5 kg weight gain in the year. Now my cameramans here are all smiling because all of them drink tea and coffee with sugar and milk. So this Diwali, if you want to lower down the calorie expenditure, gift people black tea, black coffee. I mean, they come anyway black. You don't gift milk tea and milk coffee, right? Yeah. But you get it, right? What I'm trying to say. People will add milk and sugar to that and fortify it with calories, and then you become motapa again. And as the Prime Minister said, reduce your oil consumption by 10%. So if I gift anything, I don't gift things that are fried. Now further in this, give somebody Immusat. Immunity is a big problem today. Immusat is 7 herbs, which I have helped people reduce the incidence of exposure to sickness. Another favorite is beetroot powder, increases nitrates, so it helps in vasodilation. Hemp seeds has one of the highest content in the seeds for protein, really good. I somehow feel very happy when I eat hemp seeds, I don't know why. And then we have a digestion tea, which is basically Triphala, mint, licorice, bay leaves, senna leaves, ajwain, rose petals, lemongrass. I'm not endorsing this brand, but this is a really good herbal digestive tea. Again, flavor perspective, some people don't like it, but when you have a lot of gas and bloating post Diwali, this could be something amazing. And then I mostly, what I do is, I ask a lot of people to take a pain balm, which is made from Vijay leaf extract. So if your muscles are paining after too much of dancing or traveling in the Diwali period in long journeys to your loved ones' places, your back hurts, your calf hurts, then you can use Vijay leaf extract. This is a great gift to give people. And what else? I don't want to hurt any sentiments about burning crackers and polluting the environment, but it is what it is. So if you can go with beautiful agarbatti, my favorite is camphor and amber. This is something that I would like to receive as a gift, which is incense, small diyas which I light up and light up my life. So this is something that I would do. And one of my favorites is I gifted a lot of people collagen, which reduces fine line wrinkles, keeps you young and healthy. But at the end of the day, this is added to your food. So it's something that you would put in your brownies, you would put in your rasam, you put in your chapatis. And the reason I'm recommending collagen to people who are 30 plus is that our food doesn't have the right types of protein in it. If you saw your Dadima's skin, it was much better than your mom's skin, and your mom's skin is much better than your skin. Yes, you may have age on your side, but one thing that you do not have on your side is the sugar bombs, the oil bombs, the instant ordering that you can do, which gives you instant gratification to your taste buds, but doesn't help you in your digestion, doesn't help you in your overall construct. So collagen is one of the most abundant protein molecules in the human body for skin, for hair, for joint, for ligaments and bones. So above the age of 50, I mandatorily give collagen to 90% of my clients unless they are allergic to collagen. So join me this side as I take you through the final part of my presentation on how to have a healthy and happy Diwali. Can I have the AC on at the room, please? It's very hot. Who's controlling the presentation? So this Diwali, I am looking at you probably doing some cleaning up post Diwali if you've forgotten about it. And in my first slide, what I want to do is, you have a lot of bottles. There's one thing that I do during Diwali. I tend to go berserk. My home doesn't like that. So last week, there were 3 garbage bags of items that were thrown out of my house. Now what's my logic? My logic is that certain materials like plastic, like frying pans, like Tupperware, including my stainless steel water bottles, can be damaged, or they can be corrupted, or can be contaminated. So every Diwali, I try and get rid of old stuff. And as per Vastu and Feng Shui, they always say that when you get rid of something old, new things come into your life. So the best way is to look at your kitchenware, look at your kitchen, throw out the old stuff and see if that helps you out. Alright? Now the next slide we talk about.
Can you talk about
Yeah, so what I want to do is, I want you to add more dry fruits in your house.
Can you talk about pans and Tupperware?
Go forward. Chiefly, I don't want you to focus too much on jaggery. Yesterday, my trainer asked me, what do you think about corn jaggery? Corn jaggery, coconut jaggery, sugarcane jaggery are still 98% sucrose. It has its brown color, ladies and gentlemen, because it is not bleached. It is not gone through purification process. it is more natural sugar. It is still sugar. So if I consume a teaspoon of jaggery and I consume a teaspoon of normal sugar, and this is one device I forgot to tell you that you could give, is the CGM device. So I've got one on my arm. The CGM device is something that you just put it here on your arm. So this is a self-applicator, and you just take it and you click it up, and it goes onto your skin. And this is a CGM device which will monitor your blood sugar levels. Now coming to jaggery, or dates, or nuts, or coconut sugar, or honey, I have seen when you take a tablespoon of this, irrespective of it being natural or from nature or from being processed, they all create a sugar spike. So as a nutritionist, when we try and say, why don't you have honey, why don't you have sugar, the million-dollar question is, should you be having so much? Now this season of sweets and Diwali, we, including me, are going to be eating a lot of sweets, so please go easy. And at the end of Diwali, you know what I would say to you? If you eat all of these things, it's a healthier option. But if it's affecting you, please do a blood test, an HbA1c, sugar profile, and a post-sugar profile. Honey is one of the better options in all of these, as is dates. I have seen that when I give athletes dates, the sugar spike is not as aggressive as compared to real sugar or jaggery that we use. Can I have the next slide, please? Now yesterday I received some sandesh, and I looked at big sandesh. It came all the way from Kolkata, and the big sandesh obviously would have lesser oil in it. But ladies and gentlemen, a sweet is a sweet is a sweet. By changing the processing methodology, it's not going to change the way that calories affect your body. So a quick tip: before Diwali, weigh yourself, stand on a weight scale. Post Diwali, weigh yourself again. By the way, we have seen anywhere from 1.5 kgs to 5 kgs of weight during Diwali season. This is across the board, men and women. So preference of air fried and baked is always there, but remember, Ryan said 1 piece a day. Yes, I know you're going to hate me for this and you're going to switch off this slide. 1 piece a day. It's very difficult. It's beautifully sweet. You're going to go for 2 sweets a day. But remember what I said. 1 motichur laddu and 1 kaju katli is equal to 1 hour of walking. 2 motichur laddus, please sink this into your head. 2 motichur laddu is 100 minutes of walking. 2 motichur laddu is 100 minutes of walking. If you're not doing that energy expenditure, straight from the lips, for the women on your hips and for the guys on your belly. So what can you do this Diwali season? Dance more, exercise more, hydrate better, get the best quality water that you can have. Alkaline water will help you out in a lot of things. Mindful eating of lowering the sweets, minimizing your sweet content, sharing your sweet with somebody. Take a bite of a kaju katli, share another bite with somebody else. That way, hopefully you can get a little slow pace on eating too many sweets by doing portion control, by sharing it with a loved one. Final point, all of us this season are going to be sleeping lesser, including me, because you want to have fun with friends and stuff like that. Make sure you take the day off and get some sleep in the afternoon if you can. If you've got a Diwali party coming up in the night, get some afternoon siesta, 1 or 2 hours. And to improve your sleep, walnuts, tart cherry, and kiwi. People ask me, can I take melatonin? By the way, guys, are we getting in any questions from the live forums? Because if you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to bash the questions out to me. I've got 5 minutes with you left. I'll answer all the questions that are coming in.
So I'm a vegetarian. What protein can I take?
So from a vegetarian point of view, the first things you can understand is that all foods technically tend to have some amount of protein in it. This includes most of your pulses and lentils, which have about 10% protein in it. But the higher, harder hitting proteins are things like paneer, soya, fermented soya known as tofu or tempeh. These are vegetarian sources of protein that will have anywhere from 30 to 60% protein in it. Now the key benchmark for vegetarians is whatever is your body weight, you should try and get a minimum of 0.8 grams per kg body weight. So if you're out there and you're 50 kgs, you should be getting 40 grams of protein. And if you're out there and you're 70 kgs, you should be getting minimum of 56 grams of protein. Please split this protein through 3 or 4 meals in the day, which means an average meal should have a minimum of 10 to 15 grams of protein and a maximum of 25 to 40 grams of protein per meal. Now, if you're a larger adult, you're a sports person, you might want to look at a plant-based or a whey-based plant protein, whey protein, which is concentrated protein, devoid of the carbohydrate, devoid of the fat, and these can be added and fortified to your food. So this is something that you can do as a vegetarian.
So, what are best foods for brain health for kids this Diwali?
The best food for brain health this Diwali, number one on my list will always be blueberries. So you can buy organic blueberries. A lot of parents buy blueberries in the local supermarkets. Please don't buy berries from the local supermarkets. Berries are known to be in the dirty dozen with highest pesticide and insecticides. So buy organic dried berries which come in, a manufacturer will dry those berries. The water will come out, but the dry blueberries will retain the phycoanthocyanins, which are very good for memory power and brain processing. In addition to this, look at walnut, flaxseed and chia seeds for their omega-3 content. Research has shown that when the child's gut is good, the brain performance is better. To have a healthier gut, make sure you eat raw vegetables like cut carrots, cut cucumbers, cut tomatoes, cut onions if you can stomach those. Those increase the what we call as they act as a prebiotic, which is the fermentation medium for your good bacteria to grow. And finally, for brain health, almonds, pistas, pine nuts, pumpkin seeds are very good for brain health. So parents, what you can do is you could do a dry fruit laddu, or in your brownies you could make a little bit of powder and add quarter teaspoon of flaxseed, quarter teaspoon of chia seeds, quarter teaspoon of pumpkin seeds, quarter teaspoon of pine nut seeds, and you can add maybe one Brazil nut in a whole batch of brownies. So dry fruit laddus, brownies made at home can be fortified with nuts and seeds, which are excellent for brain health.
So, we've got another question from Instagram. How to use collagen, and who do you think should be taking collagen?
Well, the collagen that I have designed is one of the collagens that is available on my website. It will be there in the link for this live. This collagen, when I made it to the manufacturer, they said, "Sir, you need to put preservative, otherwise it won't last for 6 months. Sir, you need to put flavor because India loves flavor. Sir, you need to put sugar in it because nobody will take the collagen, it will not be sweet enough." So I went to them and I said, "Look, I want collagen that can be added to people's normal food." So do you know one of my favorite recipes is making homemade brownies? I add my collagen to the brownie. Now if I had a vanilla or a chocolate flavor, it might go with my brownie. But what if I had passion fruit flavor? It might not go with my brownie. Or better still, I add this unflavored, no preservative, no sugar collagen to my rasam soup, to my chapati. Imagine adding passion fruit to chapati flour. How would your chapati taste? So we made a collagen without preservative because I told the manufacturer we will use a special dabba which is sealed in a special container inside, reduce the moisture in it, and I know that when people buy this product, it will get consumed in 2 months flat. So I'm advising everyone to buy fresh stock from me at One Chase with Fernando, so that you can fortify your foods minus all of the humbug that we get in processed foods today. Collagen can be taken by anyone, even a baby, because we give bone broth soup. Bone broth means it contains gelatin and collagen in it. These are two proteins which are very good for bone structure. So I give a lot of collagen to my tennis players, long jump athletes, high jump athletes, gymnastic athletes who are between the ages of 6 to 10 years of age. How do we do it? We add 5 grams in any one of their pancakes, their chapatis, or their hot chocolate shake or cold milkshakes that we make. We add the collagen in that, and because it's flavorless and tasteless, we bump up the collagen. But the most important audience that would benefit from collagen are the ladies because it prevents fine line wrinkles, increases hydration in the skin, and plumpness of the skin. So here's a challenge and a test for anyone out there. Collagen is a non-veg product made from marine, which is fish bone. So if you're a vegetarian, this might not be the product for you. I have to make that public declaration. But do a test, take photographs of your skin in early morning sun, front camera, side camera, and then follow collagen 10 grams a day for 90 days, and every 5 days take a photograph and do a timeline. And I challenge you to not see the difference in your skin texture and supplementation. This is where aesthetic doctors and dermatologists across the world like collagen as a nutritional supplement, because it just gives your skin the necessary support. In addition to this, my elderly parents, mom and dad, get collagen in their early morning coffee to strengthen up and plump up their bones, because as people get older, they get osteoporosis, osteopenia. Basically, the bones get holes in them. So one of the key raw material building in a bone, if you take a bone and I open it up, there's a scaffold structure inside the bone. That scaffolding holds calcium. Do you know the scaffolding is what? It's collagen. So collagen is the most abundant inside of our bones. So if you have an elderly grandmother, I would not be telling that elderly grandmother that I am baking her brownie for her with sugar-free healthy alternative, but I'm adding also a scoop of collagen in that, so my granny's bone gets some good collagen for bone maintenance.
So we've got one last question. What to do in case I overeat this Diwali?
In case you overeat this Diwali, remember 2 motichur laddus is equal to 100 calories. Sorry, 100 minutes of walking. I wish it was 100 calories, but 100 minutes of walking. So this is what you need to do. If you're overeating, make sure you're attending all your friends' dance parties. Don't sit down and play cards. Stand up and walk around that table and play cards. But jokes apart, what I'd like you to do is, if you do put on weight this Diwali, the week after Diwali, I'm coming up with some new videos, which is detox post Diwali. Please watch those videos. Start doing that. Start with a detox juice. Start with fasting 2 days after Diwali. Drink lots of water. And the best advice my own client gave me one day was, Mr. Fernando, let me enjoy Diwali. Aish karne ka hai, khane ka hai, pine ka hai. I will come to you heavier after Diwali. You are there, no? You will take care of me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have 9 nutrition clinics across India with 200 of the best dietitians on the planet. All you have to do is knock on our door, say, Ryan bhai, post Diwali weight loss campaign, I want to look good in a New Year's dress or a New Year's suit. So that's when you start exercising, that's when you do a blood test, and that's when you check your weight, you check your fat percentage, muscle percentage, and then your nutritionist makes a special nutrition plan for your schedule, for your cultural palette of foods you like to eat, but we reduce those foods that you like to eat so that the exercise and the lower food will help you hopefully lose some weight if you have no medical complications. And if you do have medical complications like PCOD or thyroid, please go easy this Diwali. Those are the conditions where people, especially women, put on a lot of weight, and Diwali seems to be really a dada bomb of weight gain for a lot of women because of hormonal issues. If you have a hormonal issue, get in touch with a medical dietitian anywhere in the world. Feel free to reach out to Ryan Fernando's team at Qua Nutrition Clinics. We'll be happy to help you out.
So you've been talking about your RF app lately. What's it all about?
So the RF app, the Ryan Fernando Diet Planning app, just Google up Ryan Fernando Diet Planning app, or go to the App Store or the Android Store, put in my name. Ladies and gentlemen, I did this app because many of you don't have the time or don't have the investment to come to a dietitian. So we thought we'll bring the technology to your phone. Now what this app does is you can scan the food that you eat. So if you're having that Kaju Katli, click it. And I challenge you, if my app does not recognize the Kaju Katli, I will refund the cost of the subscription back to you. It is able to identify foods. So what? If you identify the foods, you're aware, oh, this is so many calories. So there are 2 parts on why I built the Ryan Fernando Diet Planning app. You see, you and I have been taught to eat out of love and culture. When we eat out of love and culture, we eat food with joyful abandon. We can do this till we're 25, 30 years of age. But after that, the joyful abandon becomes nightmares for a lot of people. Sugar problems, diabetes problem, hypertension problem, change of wardrobe, pot belly, hips that are getting larger than the Titanic. So you need to understand this is happening because you don't know how to eat scientifically. The app is something that could be your tuition teacher in your pocket, which is guiding you by giving you a predetermined diet plan designed only for you. You have to fill in the intake form because the intake form will take you 20 minutes to fill, and the AI in the diet planning app will help you customize a diet plan as per your blood test. You can upload your blood test. So please do your blood test at nutritionchoice.in, and then you can upload it here at the Ryan Fernando app. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an amazing year. From last Diwali to this Diwali, thousands of you have trusted me with your comments, with your likes, with your shares, and even many of you have walked into the coordination clinics. I do want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for gracing our clinic with your presence, investing in your health, trusting me and my team of dietitians and my media team to take care of your health. If you need any help post Diwali, me and my team are going to be gone for Diwali. Yes, I know we tell you don't eat motichur laddu, but rest assured, I will tell you that here live on camera, I'm going to be eating one motichur laddu. So I was sent this box of sweets today. Can you see that? Beautiful box of sweets, right? And I'm going to choose my favorite in here, which is, obviously I love motichur laddu because it's made from besan, and hopefully they don't put too much of ghee in it. So this Diwali, I'm going to ask you not to consume calories, not to consume this motichur laddu. They look so beautiful. I love you. But you know what? This Diwali, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be burning some calories because your body is the most expensive real estate. Enjoy, dance, revel, but whatever you put into your body, ask yourself, are you worthy to enter my body? And if not, this motichur laddu cannot enter my body because it's not consumable. You're just going to be burning calories this Diwali. So happy Diwali, everyone. All you have to do to snuff out anything in your life, don't eat the real motichur laddu. Happy Diwali, everyone.